I'm joined once again by Sarah Moras, who's going to be taking on Lucie Pudilova coming up here at UFC Fight Night 126 on February 18th. Sarah, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
I can't complain. I appreciate you asking. And we got to talk about your last fight. First round submission over Ashlee-Evans Smith at UFC 215. Could that fight have gone any better, especially with the fact you had a layoff heading into the matchup?
Yeah, I think it could have. I went for a takedown and I didn't land on top. So, I was rushing it a bit because I had the jitters from not fighting for a while. But, I'm comfortable off my back, so it wasn't too bad for me.
Were you surprised you didn't get the bonus?
Yeah, yeah, I was surprised. I was the underdog and everything like that. So I was really hoping for that bonus. I was hoping for that bonus in the hotel room before I left. I knew I was going to make a statement, so I really wanted that bonus. But this time I'll get it.
That's good. I like that. How did you celebrate after the win?
Well, we just flew home. I think our flight was at like 9 a.m. or something, but then our flight got delayed. But we had to be at the airport pretty early afterwards, so we didn't really get much sleep. I did have a cheesecake party though. It was a bit late.
I was going to ask. That must have been the first cheat meal. It wouldn't be. I wouldn't be right if it wasn't.
Yeah, so that was fun. It was a bit later than normal because I went back to the UFC Institute and got a new workout plan so that I wouldn't get too big between fights, and just to get more information and see them there. So that was good. And then I came back and then we had the cheesecake party.
That's awesome. How is that working with the Performance Institute? A lot of the fighters really enjoy the resources that are available to them.
Yeah, it's just amazing going there, and just you get pampered, you get looked after well, and you get all this like information overload. So it's good, and I'm starting to understand a lot of different aspects that I wasn't great at before. So with me, I'm always focused in the gym, and I like learning, and I like the technique, and I like the hard training and the hard sparring, but the strength and conditioning and taking care of my body and the nutrition is always something I've had a bit of trouble with. So that's what they're there for. So it's been good to have them. My cat's come to join.
If your cat has to make a cameo, that's fine. My cat's actually, I think he's hiding under the bed right now. He's had a bit of a tough day. Oh, look at that cat. Oh man, he or she? I'm trying to remember from last time.
It's a girl. Her name's Tumbles.
Tumbles. What a beautiful cat that is. That's great.
Yeah. And
you have two cats, right?
Yeah, I do. This one's usually the shy one, too. Oh, she's on the computer.
That's good. It's always nice having two guests on the show. That's great. Let's talk about your opponent here, Lucie Pudilova. How do you feel like you match up against her? She's got the 7-2 record.
I feel good all around. I've really been working my striking. I really wanted to show that in my last fight, and I didn't get the chance to. So I might show that a bit in this fight, but I'm pretty comfortable wherever it goes. I've been really just staying in shape since my last fight. I'm really working hard and really focused on getting better and being better all around. So I feel like I'm the best I've ever been. So I'm really looking forward to this fight and getting that bonus this time.
And who have been some of your main training partners for this camp?
My fiance, Cleve Bentley, he's been one of my main training partners. So he's, the guys at the gym keep bugging because he'll put on headgear and I'll just elbow him in the head. Like he's been putting up with a lot, so he's been great. And then I've also been working with Kevin Kellerman, we call him K-Fed, and Maria. She just moved here from Edmonton. She's a really good kickboxer, striker. So she's been here. She's been injured the last couple weeks, but she's been here training with me, sparring with me, getting my hands better, and working with her has been really fun too because she's my size. So I don't really get girls my size very often, so it's nice to work with her.
That's awesome. And are you getting, is Rory MacDonald stopped by the gym at all? I know he had his title fight recently, but I believe he went back for a little bit for his last camp.
Yeah, he was here for his whole camp, but since his camp, I think he's planning his wedding and stuff like that, so he hasn't been back since. But yeah, he did his whole camp here, this last one and the one before. He's been in town, so yeah. I mean, we're not quite the same size, so
no, for sure. I don't think you. Yeah,
to lose some weight or I need to gain some weight, but
But
yeah.
I'm sure him winning the title though was a nice boost to your gym, and Rory's he's been long overdue for a championship, and it was good to see him take home the win there.
Yeah, for sure. And the week before, Matt Dwyer won the Battlefield
BFL title. He beat Chris Anderson. That was a great fight.
Yeah. So this is the next big fight after that. So I'm hoping to keep up that win streak. I mean, not a title, but eventually.
Yeah, awesome. You talked about working with the Performance Institute. How's the weight cut going? Getting down to 35.
It's always a bit of a struggle. I really want to move up a weight class, but it seems like they're not really trying to build that division. So it'd be nice if they started to. I feel like the more I work out, the more muscle I get, the harder it is to make weight because I'm bigger. Leaner, but weigh the same or more. So it's always a struggle for me. But I feel strong in training. I feel good. I feel fast. I feel good all around. So the weight cut always sucks. But I physically I feel way better. I feel healthier. And yeah, I couldn't ask for more.
Excellent. And how do you see this fight playing out on February 18th? Are we going to see a knockout in this one?
That's what I would have said with the last one. I was telling everyone that fight would end in 2 minutes, and it was a bit longer than 2 minutes. But I'd love to knock her out. I think in order to get that bonus, I need to lay a bit of a beating on her before I break a limb. So I got to do both this time.
Now, I know you're not looking past your opponent here, but I imagine you want to stay as active as you can just with the break you had before your last fight. Ideally, when would you like to get back in there? And I should point out, they haven't announced any Canadian dates yet. I imagine you want to fight in Canada again.
I know. Canada's where I want to fight the most. So, yeah, we were Googling that the other day and didn't find any, so that was a little disappointing. I'd like as long as I can stay healthy, I'd like to fight every couple months. I wish I would have fought sooner than this, but at the same time, I feel like my skills and everything have progressed so much in that time that it's nice to go back in there and be a completely different fighter than I was the last time. So within 3 to 6 months, I'd say is ideal. I mean, I'd always like to fight sooner, but at the same time, I feel like I'm just improving and I'm that much harder to deal with the longer time I have off.
Last question for you here. What are you watching on TV right now? What's getting you through training camp right now?
Oh man, we've been watching Bob's Burgers. Have you seen it?
I have. Yeah, it's a cartoon. It's great.
Yeah. So we kind of watch that at nighttime right now. I find it hilarious. We've already watched it once, but we're just going through it again on Netflix right now. So it's entertaining.
Good stuff. Well, everyone's got to check out this fight. It's UFC Fight Night 126 coming up here February 18th. Sarah, it's always great talking to you, and I really appreciate the cameo from your cat there. That was awesome. Just to remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Sarah Cheesecake, I think. Instagram at The Sarah Cheesecake. Facebook, I believe, is The Sarah Cheesecake Moras is my fan page. If you want to buy a shirt, message me. I got these lovely
nice. There you go.
Love Violence and Cheesecake tank tops still for sale. I'm running low on sizes, but I do still have some there from my last camp, but I still have some left that I'm selling. And I'd like to thank my sponsor Jen. She's been giving me massages, making sure my body feels good, so that's been awesome. And Andrew Wadier, he doesn't work where he was working before, but he's definitely helped me out on the physio side of everything, so that's been amazing to have that. And Hesher Construction has helped me out financially, and everyone at the gym that's been super supportive and been there for me. Yeah, I'm probably missing someone, but thank you to them.